My name's Justin. I work at Daryl's Mini Storage Facility 3 in Fresno. My day to day, I take payments, I answer the phone, I open up around 7. I work an 8-hour shift, overlaps my wife's.
What usually leads up to a unit going up to auction?
Well, when they don't pay, they automatically be in delinquency. On the first, their payments due on the 10th. They have, they have till the 10th to pay it. On the 11th is a late fee. And then once the late fee kicks in on the 27th becomes a lien fee and it's just recurring. And then on the 7th, fourth day, they send me a notice to come in and to set them up for lot cuts and put them in auction.
Putting up storage for auction become routine? Does it affect you in any way? Are you relieved that there's now going to be more spots open? What does that look for you?
Uh, it's basically just a job for me. It ain't like personal. At first I was gung ho about it because I didn't understand the process, and I was just trying to get them to auction to get people out so I can re rent. And then you start getting capacity for the people you're around. You know what I mean? And it's hard sometimes to put it through auction. Like I've had some people that have been through auction like every other month. You know what I mean? And then they pay a little bit, and then they go back to auction. You know what I mean? So it's hard to determine.
You know how he mentioned that you started kind of gun ho with it. Is there a moment that you thought, all right, well maybe this is I should approach it a little bit different?
Yeah, I when I first got here, my first general manager, he'd been here years, and he knows the ins and outs of all the auction, all the stories that people are saying. So I ended up getting one person's stuff where I was able to open their unit back up for them and let them sell something to pay for their unit, and they ended up not completing with it. So I ended up having to relean everything and do it. But I was trying to help him, but he ended up, he just didn't want the help. So I learned at that point just stick to my job, stick to the game plan, and just do what I had to do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like my boss said, you can't save every puppy in the pound. You know what I mean? So
Like, what's the most common reason that you think comes up why these go up?
I'd say financial.
Mm-hmm.
People just lose their jobs and they don't know how to address some without any money, so they just let it pretty much go. And then some of them, most of the time, got a lot of people that pass away. You know what I mean? And people don't realize that their stuff's here. So by the time it goes through auction and everything else, they don't even know that their loved ones had stuff here because their loved one didn't put them on their alternate. A lot of people will, I mean, we'll try to call them and everything, but they're trying to ditch their calls anyways because they're stuck with the auction. So we have a unit that we put pictures in and stuff to try to save it, but I'd say probably like 6 out of 10 times they don't even call or nothing, or we can't get a hold of them. So we're sitting on them, you know what I mean? And like urns and stuff, because we saved the urns, we can't just get rid of it. We gotta call the county and have the county come and pick that stuff up. I mean, but yeah, you could basically see what they're going through, what they've been through, what their hobbies are, how many kids they have, baby stuff and stuff like that.
If you had a message for people who um had a unit of valuable stuff and they might lose it, what would you say to them if you were to?
I'd say take some of your stuff out there and hit the swap meet and start selling them before you lose your stuff, because people don't realize once your stuff's gone, you ain't gonna have. I mean, it's valuable now, but it's not gonna be valuable when it's gone. That's what I keep telling them. Like, makes no sense where you're gonna act like it's so valuable, but you won't go out and sell it, but you'll lose it. But that's just here or there. You know what I mean?